So, boys, EA just dropped the new Crystals promo in Madden 26 Ultimate Team, and let's be real, it might be one of the most expensive promos we've ever seen. We're talking millions of coins or over 200 some dollars in actual money for 3 cards. It's the only way to access them. Why would EA set it up like this? Let's break it down. So, when I sit back and I think about this, I think it comes down to a few points that maybe if you understand the points, um, you can make a decision that's best for you. And hopefully, I'm not here to tell you what to do, right? You spend your money the way you want to spend it. I'm somebody that loves engaging with promo drops, and I'm trying to build a brand new channel off of it. However, this one's a little bit different, and I can already see just from watching a few videos today, it's already kind of pitting content creators against each other. But back to the point. Point one, it's about exclusivity and status, right? It's if you got one of these cards, it's not just about the gameplay anymore. It's a flex. It shows you're either grinding the game at a please go touch some grass level, or you dropped some serious money to get them. EA knows people chase that prestige and they're trying to cash in on it. I think point two is another one it's an important one to understand. EA is very in tune with FOMO in the MUT community. Content creators, top spenders, and competitive players alone don't want to be left behind. Day one access to these cards gives you an edge, and EA knows some players will pay whatever it takes to not miss out. And even some that don't fit in any of those categories, they'll spend because they want to build the best team possible and they want to be able to, back to point one, flex on their opponents a little bit. Point three, it's an economy sink. It sinks coins out of the game. By setting the prices sky high, it forces grinders to drain their balance or sell off the teams just to be able to compete. That helps EA control inflation in the market, which is a sneaky way of balancing MUT's economy. My opinion, I think they maybe realized pretty early on here that they made coins too accessible early on. They gave us too many opportunities to build up our coin stacks. I, for one, granted, I play this a little bit more than I have, especially last year. I barely touched Madden 25. Um, but my coin stack and my team both are better and higher than they've ever been this early on. So I think they understood that and they're trying to get some of those coins back because I don't think they realized how many coins they were making available to all of us very early on. Point four, and I think it's just kind of a despicable one, is it's a monetization test. Let's face it, EA wants to see how far the MUT community is willing to go. Will enough players swipe that card at $250 to make sure they have the latest and greatest and best cards possible? And if we are, don't be surprised when we see more promos built this exact same way. But they are absolutely testing the market right now. They want to see how many of us will actually engage with this promo so it can inform future promos. Now, I'm not gonna tell you, one way or another. If you want to do it and you want these cards, maybe Saquon's your favorite player, and maybe you want the best looking card art, and you want the additional attribute boosts that all three of these cards give you. Hey, by all means. Again, MUT is designed, and the purpose of it is for you to play the game the way you want. But understand we're setting a precedence that EA is paying very close attention to right now. So do with that what you will. So, boys, I'm curious your thoughts. Did EA officially cross the line with this one? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I'll be reading and featuring the best takes in a future video. And because I do thoroughly enjoy opening packs, we're still going to open some, but we're not going to engage with this Crystals promo. And again, that's not a judgment on you if you choose to. I'm just not going to. I don't think the value's there for me. Um, yeah, and I don't want to participate in the market test here that's going on. So without further ado, boys, let's get into some packs. All right, boys. So now that we got that out of the way and we have a better understanding of why a promo like this drops, as I mentioned, we are going to get into some packs. Now, listen, if you want these cards and you're willing to pay whatever it takes to get them, by all means, do you. But I'm also going to provide my best attempt at understanding value. I think from a consumer standpoint, and ultimately that's what we are, we're consumers, right? We need to be informed consumers and we need to understand what it is that we want when we do engage with some of these packs. So I think a good rule of thumb or a baseline average. Well, let me backtrack a second. Do you want to open packs with the ability to build your coin stack, with the opportunity to pull a player that you're going to add to your team that's actually going to upgrade your squad? Maybe there's a promo that had your favorite player in it or somebody from your favorite team. If that's the case, this is probably not for you. Now, what's a good baseline though? When I'm spending points, what kind of coins should I expect? I think a good baseline average for me is if I'm spending 1,000 points, I can at least expect somewhere between 120 and 150K back. Something that presents good value for 1,000 points is north of that 150K number, up to about 200K. And if you get anything above that, that was elite value. So let's again go back to the step up tab here. For 400 points, I'm getting three 80 plus platinum players. 400 points, I should probably expect a baseline of about 48 to 60K. And then you can go from there. Now, if you completely min out, again, like this is all odds based and luck. Some people are going to get unlucky and they're going to completely min out and they're only going to make about 42K from 380 plus platinum players. 80 plus or 80 platinums, quick sell at I believe 14K. So you know 42K if you hit 3 of them. But I also think EA knows this. That's why they present minimal risk, very low floor, relatively high to mediocre ceiling. Are you going to open this and open 385 quick sells? Probably not. But they're going to probably give you enough to make you want to keep moving down the line here until you get to where you're spending the big bucks. So that being said, what packs are we going to open? Well, I think for us today, we're going to start here. I think these present decent value. You get 6 platinum quick sells for 500 points. Again, you can completely min out on these. You can get 279s, 280s, and 278s, but it's also a volume play. Out of 6 cards, I'm probably not going to min out on every single one of them. So, how much should I expect from spending 500 points? I would say probably, 70K ish is probably a good baseline. So, let's test it out here. And bear with me, boys. The menus are a little slow, so it might take us a minute to get some of these opened up. Okay, we do get a blue. 80. Watch my theory just go completely out the door right now. Okay. We may very well just completely min out. Okay, so it looks like we did. Okay, so we spent 500 points and we got 61,000. I think we're a little bit below baseline there. But again, it's minimal risk for only 500 points. And it's not like boom or bust, right? Where, oh no, I spent 500 points and I only got 30,000 coins back. With some of these promos, you spend 500 points on a B&D card that you can't sell for anything except for very minimal training. So this one's 1,050 points. Again, that 1,000 baseline range, we're looking for about 120 to 150K. You get 6 80 plus platinum players. So let's test this one out now. And again, these are all 80 plus. Okay, we already started off. 83 is a huge, huge dub. Okay, we're at least getting a little bit above minimum every time here until I open my mouth. Okay, there's an 82. Okay, so now 1,050 points. We got 191K. So where do we stand on that kind of threshold of whether or not we hit the average or was it good value? So for this one, I would say again, your kind of unlucky pack is 1,050 points is 120K. You had a rough one. Average is about 125 to about 155, 160K, and a good pack or good value for the 1,050 points is, about 160K to about 200 and something K. Right here, we got 191,000 coins, so this one to me presented excellent value. Is it the most exciting pack? Absolutely not. Was some of that carried by the 83 pull? Yes, but again, you're looking at it through the lens of I spent 500 points, I hit a little below average. It balances out over time, right? So that one didn't go well for 500 points, but I made up for it with the 1,000 point because it was a little bit better pack with better cards, and the odds of 680 pluses only giving you 680s, it's actually in your favor in that point. And I'll be honest with you, boys, I might be tripping, but I thought there was a third offer after those. Um, Maybe not. But at any rate, now let's test. Okay, let's test this out. So 400 points. We talked about it earlier. We want to see from 400 points, we want to see at least an average of about 48 to 60K. My theory is that because this is step one, they want you to continue opening packs, right? They want you to keep going down the line. So I doubt we get all minimum, but maybe we will. Okay, there's a minimum. Now, that being said, though, I also want to mention that there's probably a reason that they're three separate ones. It's annoying, but I don't think that's on accident. I think that's by design, right? Because the odds of one single card being higher than an 80 plus or higher than an 80, I think are much more not in your favor than if you were to pull a pack of three cards. You have three chances for you to hit something like in that 83 range. So you see there, 2 out of 3, we hit 80, and then we hit an 81. So where were we at? We're about on average for 400 points spent. Now it does unlock this little mystery pack here, and I don't. Okay, awesome. An uncommon player, a 70 overall B and D. That's going to do me absolutely nothing. Now, for 950 points, you get a 81 plus elite player, 80 plus platinum player, and 278 platinum players. The odds here are 12% at an 82 plus, 80% at a 41, and what is this for the 80 plus platinum? 30% at an 82 plus. So you can likely expect an 80 or an 81 if you're on average. So for 950 points, how many coins should we expect from this? All right, boys. So for 950 points, I'm really looking for about 115K, I think is a good average. Um, Now that depends on the 81 plus overall elite player, what this step up string of offers does to the market. So again, like there are variables that can make this fluctuate. But I think for 950, I'm willing to test it out. And I promise you, boys, we are not going to be going much further in this whole little step up journey. But I do want to test this out just a little bit, right? So again, these are individual packs, and I don't think that's on accident. Okay, so we get a 79, and I believe 79's quick sell for what, like 8,000? So let's just see. Okay, 78. So a 78 quick sells for 6,000, and I believe the other one is 8,000. So we're at 14K right now. Now this is our 80 plus. We'd have to hit pretty big here for us to even be on average, and we don't. So we were at what, 14K? We're at 28K. This card needs to be like an insane pull for this pack to actually present at least average value. And it absolutely does not. That's like the worst thing we could have done. So this sells for what, 30K after the 10% tax. I'm probably only getting about 26, 27K back. So in total, spending 950 points there, we got what, 28, about 56K. That's terrible, terrible value. All right, so for 2750, I really want to see a value again, like a baseline average for me is about 300K. Let's take a look at the pack. Your choice of 1 and 2 80 pluses, 2 of 3 80 pluses, and 1 of 2 83 pluses. Let's take a look at the odds. The 80 plus, 20% odds at an 81 plus, 14% odds, and a 62% chance at the 84 plus. So for this, I have to hope that I'm not hitting the bare minimum. And I really need that 83 plus to come through with like a full champion pull or even an LTD. Of course, you hit an LTD. That's good value. That's probably elite value. Are you going to hit an LTD? Probably not. Will some people? Yeah, definitely. But what else is there in the store for 2750 that might present better value? All right, boys. So if you're a pack degenerate like me, I've gone through most of the step offers and things like that for the other promos. So realistically, there's not anything out there for the 2750 range that I don't even think I had another pack available to me for 2,750 points. So for the purposes of science and to see whether or not some of these offers are worth it, we're going to test this one out. So again, we have to pull some absolute heat for this to present even average value. Okay, so we're going to get the 80 plus here. Get two choices, 80. Probably an 80. And probably an 80. Okay. So, I mean, realistically, I don't really think it matters here. We maybe made 36K on those. Now, let's test this next one. Okay. This one, I only get one choice. Okay, we do get an 81 there. That's probably what, an 80, an 80. Okay. So again, I think there's a reason that these are separated, not just to annoy us. I think it helps the odds be in their favor that we're not going to pull something better. If you look, one of the best packs I think that we all agree is has been those platinum packs where you have the opportunity at an LTD and you get like a whole string of platinum quick sells. I've seen all kinds of videos of people not only pulling the LTD but hitting like 83, 84, 85 platinum quick sells. So anyway, we're taking the 81. So we've really only made, I don't know what, maybe 50K so far. Now, one of two 83s, and we can only choose one. So we need one of these. Okay, we do get a champ preseason. And I swear it said one of three, didn't it? Am I tripping again? I don't know. I might be. Okay, so we're obviously taking the champ here. I don't need Matt Milano. And I've already got old Henry here. I guess it does say 1 of 283 plus. I don't know. I thought for some reason it didn't. But what's this card going for? 260K, so after tax 240. So we made about 300K. So it ended up we hit about average. Now, because it's available to us for one coin, we're obviously going to open this next one. It's another stupid mystery step pack. And to be honest with you, we are not going any further than this. So let's see what we get here. Last time it was a whopping 70 B&D card that does absolutely nothing for anybody at this point. Okay, we get an 80, maybe. Awesome. It's not B&D, it's sellable. So for one coin, hey, that's tremendous value, right? I spent one coin and I got something that I can sell for 20, 22K. If you lazy sell it, probably, 23, 25K. So ultimately, I hope you found this video helpful in understanding why EA does the things they do sometimes and how to better be informed when you're going in and you are spending points on packs. If you did enjoy the video, if it helped you out, please don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you guys next time. Double Bravo out.